And Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Mr. Irvin, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Big Red.
Hey, real quick, listeners. Hey, listeners. We promised this interview to you, with the whole race, the fight for racial justice, and the pandemic that we have been in the midst of for the past 9 months. We know that it has definitely taken a toll on our mental health. And so excited. I've got my good friend, Ms. Monica Hunter, that is here on the line that is going to be facilitating a conversation about mental health coming up on tomorrow. Monica Hunter and Mr. Raymond Brown. So, Monica, welcome. Mr. Raymond Brown, welcome. Thank you so much for taking time to call in.
Hello.
Hello. So why don't you tell us about what A.T.W.A.R is, the vision behind it, and what is it that you see it turning into to be a source of help for mental health for our community?
Absolutely. And first and foremost, thank you, Crystal, for having us on the show. So the whole A.T.W.A.R movement, and I call it a movement because it is a movement. It's way more than an apparel line, but the conception of the acronym actually stemmed from my undergrad time at Indiana University while pledging with Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. So it was actually an acronym that I developed for the line that I had pledged with 14 other brothers. And it was very impactful for us during that time, going to school, pledging a fraternity, facing a lot of different, battles, so to speak. So that acronym has stuck with me for the last 19 years. And I've always felt that it was a lot more than just acronym that defined my fraternity line. So I wanted to use that acronym to bring about unity, especially during the time that we just experienced, the civil unrest, the protests, the riots, police brutality, things of that nature. We were completely in a time of division and separation. So I thought, what better time to go ahead and launch this apparel line that can really be used as, armor or a daily reminder to let you know that with positive thought, a good support system, that you can overcome any battle that you face. So I did launch the apparel line the first part of October. We've had some really, really good success thus far. And I always wanted it to be, like I said, a lot more than just a clothing line. So with that, we actually had a contest. I wanted to grow the name. So I was rewarding people who shared my social media posts. I was going to have a drawing, where I actually did have a drawing for $100 and then a couple of items out of my apparel line. And the winner of that contest, Liz Buckner, a friend of mine that I went to school with, she actually didn't want to accept the money. She was the winner. She didn't want to accept the money. She wanted it to go to a bigger cause. So we thought on it over the weekend. And mental health is something that has always been, true to my heart, just because I've worked in the field before. At various employers, one of which was Indiana Developmental Training Center. I also was a behavior specialist at Central State Hospital. I've also had some, experiences with mental health with my family and things of that nature. So it just was, the timing was perfect. As you mentioned, during this pandemic, it's affected a lot of people in a variety of ways, within unemployment. Just from a mindset standpoint. So what better time to actually, come up with this ideal and this movement, and to, play it into a community outreach. So with the help of Miss Hunter, who I am thankful for, joining the team with her creativity, we transitioned, that contest and me and Liz's ideal into an actual movement. And we have a lot of things coming down the pipeline. It's just not going to stop at mental health, but mental health is the focus right now. So that's how all of this came about.
Awesome. So you guys have, you have an event coming up, a panel discussion, and this panel discussion is going to include mental health professionals. And first off, Miss Monica Hunter, an educator in the Jefferson County Public School System, works with young people, so I'm sure that you're very familiar with helping people talk out and talk through things And as you know, the whole nation needs that right about now. Tell us what tomorrow's event will entail.
Alrighty, so just to unpack the acronym stands for Affiliated to Withstand All Ridicule. And we understand that right now, with the climate of our nation, there's been a lot of negativity, a lot of division. But if we come together with a common cause, then we can all overcome those battles that Raymond was talking about. So tomorrow, we have a virtual panel discussion scheduled, and we have 6 wonderful, experienced panelists that are going to share some of their specialties. They're going to answer some audience questions, and they're going to also focus on their own things they're good at. So we have Jasmine Young, who works for Martin & Muir Counseling, Inc., and she's also a therapist for Protest to Wellness. We have Erica Reezy. She's a licensed clinical social worker. She works for Forward Solutions Counseling and Consulting, and she also just launched her own private counseling service, TNT2 LLC. We have Candace Cooper, LPCA, who's a therapist at Benchmark Family Services. We have Michael Pettigold, who is a mental health practitioner with Jefferson County Public Schools, and he also owns Michael Pettigold Counseling Services. We have Shannon McMillan, who's an LPCA. She's the founder of Triple Crown Counseling, PLLC, and she's also a therapist at Louisville Mental. And last but not least, we have Erica Gay, LPCA, who's also the founder of Morningstar Counseling Services. So tomorrow, Thursday, November 19th at 6 p.m., we are going to go live on Facebook. So if you're friends with any of the panelists, you can go to their page to watch. It'll also be on my page. It'll be on Raymond Brown's page. It'll also be on his entertainment page, Ray Real. And last but not least, we have a couple of them. We have A.T.W.A.R Apparel on Facebook, and it'll also be live on the A.T.W.A.R Apparel on YouTube. So we have a plethora of ways that you can watch tomorrow, November 19th at 6 p.m. And we're just so excited that we're going to be able to not only provide nice quality clothing for our people, but get them the resources that they need to be mentally healthy throughout the rest of this pandemic and going into the holiday season.
That's so wonderful. Purvis, jump in there. What do you think about this movement and the push to get people the mental health assistance they need during this challenging time?
I'm over here writing notes, man. I'm trying to get all these places that I can go on and watch this thing and encourage my friends to watch it, because all of us, we try to feel like we're so strong, but all of us have some mental challenges.
Right.
Yeah, like Crystal.
Yes, we all know that.
But I definitely applaud. I applaud. Congratulations to you, Mr. Raymond and Monica. Job well done in helping to organize this initiative, because our community definitely needs this. And it's one of the things, especially in our community, we don't talk enough about. Many of us grew up in church, and many of us was told to just pray it away, but we really know that these people, mental health professionals, were gifted to truly help us navigate during these uncertain times. So, you all, thank you so much for taking the time this morning to call in. And again, please give information to our listeners on how they can get some apparel, and then also about tomorrow's event.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys can visit the website, www.A.T.W.A.R You can also visit our Facebook page. It has links to the website. We have apparel in terms of hoodies, sweatshirts. We have some leggings for the females, also some female colored hoodies as well, some T-shirts. We got a lot of things coming down the line, Crystal. Like I said, it's more than a clothing line. It's a movement that embodies unification and overcoming your daily battles with a focus of being affiliated to withstand all ridicule. Our goal is to use fashion as an outlet to encourage and fuel your ambition, to overcome your fears, and win your personal wars. So join us and overcome your battle. A lot more to come down the pipeline. Thank you guys. Thank the customers who've supported us thus far. And again, kudos to Miss Hunter for the support that she's given.
Thank you. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much for taking the time to call in. Hey, you're tuned into the People's Station, the original soul of Louisville, 104.7 WLOU.
104.7 WLOU. The original soul of Louisville. After this.